Hey y'all, so I am headed now to meet with the surgeon and we'll talk about the mastectomy, the lumpectomy, so on and so forth. So let's go. All right, so even though I just finished with the surgeon, talking to them about my options for surgery. Now I'm getting fluids done. So even though I did have my last chemo, I still get fluids done every week. Listening to the surgeon is just like a lot of information, like to the point where you can be like real, almost like overwhelming of the options of a lumpectomy, or I would be getting a double mastectomy then. And then, you would do reconstructive surgery. It's just a lot of information. So I'll be making my decision and then scheduling the surgery. All right, y'all. So for those that don't know, I was diagnosed with breast cancer August 15th. I have had 6 rounds of chemo treatments. And now that I'm done with that, which was December 13th, I finished with that. I am on to now having surgery. So I could do either the lumpectomy or the mastectomy. And the lumpectomy, they just go in and like take the piece out or whatever. And the mastectomy, they take everything out of your breast, and then you'll have reconstructive surgery. Now, also because the cancer spread to my lymph node under my armpit, I have to have surgery on that as well. Cool. So talking to the general surgeon, I was overwhelmed. Like, I was real overwhelmed. Like, oh my gosh, like, why do I have to be making these decisions? Does this stuff end? Like, breast cancer is not just like, it's not just that diagnosis. It's like, you have chemo, now you have to go through surgery. And it's like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, I'm ready for this to be over. Like, past tense, over. But here we are, alas, right? So talking to him, I was overwhelmed. And then I met with the plastic surgeon, because if I have the mastectomy, then I'll have reconstructive surgery. And talking to him and his nurse, I was a little bit more calm, and just like not as overwhelmed. He did drawings for me, which helped me out, to understand what was going to happen and take place. And then also too, I just really had to be reminded, like, bro, there's some things that you have got to get in your brain, like written on your heart. Like, don't be anxious. Like, this whole scenario, like this whole situation, I feel like is set up for me to be anxious. Like, who wouldn't be anxious? You know what I mean? You're showering and now you're like, did I feel something else? Or like, is that a pain? Like, oh my gosh. Like, I can't breastfeed for future kids if I have the mastectomy. Like, I mean, so much stuff. So many different thoughts, so many different emotions. And it's like, oh my gosh. So I'm going to do this one thing at a time. And I have decided again, like, all right, God, you said, don't be anxious about anything, Jennifer. Don't be anxious about anything. I got you. Okay, I'm going to take hold of that, receive that. Because look, this stuff here will have you legitly going nuts. I mean, oh my gosh, man. So taking a hold of don't be anxious. So for any of y'all that's out there right now dealing with any issue, if you find yourself being anxious about something, it's time to take a step back, do some deep breaths, and really just go into prayer. Like, God, all right, I'm not trying to be anxious about nothing. I'm going to need you to go ahead and come on in here. I need the peace that surpasses all understanding. Come on. Because, life can really be out there lifing, and not in a good way. So, but yeah, so I'm going to do the double mastectomy. They will be removing everything. I'll have reconstructive surgery. And yeah, I'll be laid up for my birthday because surgery is around my birthday time. So I'll let y'all know when it gets a little bit closer to that, but it's coming up. So yeah. Yeah. So y'all keep me in your prayers for sure. I'll keep y'all in mind. We're done with chemo. Now on to the next. And soon and very soon, we'll be talking about this in past tense. Like, oh man, you know, I went through this and had this journey and blah, blah, blah. So this will be past tense soon. So looking forward to that. But yeah, y'all keep me in your prayers. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. I'll keep y'all in mind and my prayers anyways. And yeah, talk to y'all soon.